The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has reached a settlement concerning a lawsuit related to its statements about ivermectin, including a widely shared social media campaign from the early days of the pandemic. In August 2021, the FDA posted a tweet aimed at discouraging the use of ivermectin to treat or prevent COVID-19, stating, and I quote, "You are not a horse, you are not a cow. Serious, y'all, stop it." End quote. However, Dr. Gilberta St. Rose, a healthcare practitioner, has expressed strong criticism of the FDA's approach. She believes the agency overstepped its bounds by publicly advising against the use of ivermectin, asserting that it was not within their jurisdiction to dictate medical decisions. Dr. St. Rose pointed out that ivermectin has been safely used in humans for over 40 years and that the FDA statements may have contributed to unnecessary harm during the pandemic.
The FDA, really went on an overreach in a desperate attempt to cause people not to take this drug, ivermectin, which could have stalled the pandemic, the so-called pandemic. And they came out with what subsequently they said was a joke. They were making a joke when they told people, "Y'all are not horses, don't take this drug." And at that time, the ivermectin was really curing persons from COVID infection and was preventing persons from getting COVID infection.
She further explained that the FDA's statement was not only misguided, but potentially criminal. This controversy sparked a legal battle. In June 2022, a lawsuit was filed against the FDA, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and their leaders by several doctors, Dr. Robert Apter, Mary Talley Bowden, and Paul Marique. The lawsuit contended that the agencies had overstepped their authority by interfering with the practice of medicine, thereby violating the Administrative Procedure Act.
It was almost a criminal activity to have intervened and misdirected and misinformed the person so that they took decisions which cost a lot of them their lives. And this is criminal. And doctors did take the FDA to court and warn based on the fact that they had caused persons to lose their life.
Dr. St. Rose further asserted that individuals who received COVID-19 vaccines are now at a higher risk, not only for COVID-19, but also for other serious diseases like cancer. She urged health authorities to acknowledge their mistake and publicly correct their stance on ivermectin. She emphasized the importance of understanding the consequences of the FDA's advice and encouraged individuals to take steps to protect their health. She says ivermectin should not have been dismissed and people should consider it as an option to alleviate suffering after receiving the COVID-19 vaccine.
So let the people know that what they did was wrong to them in terms of giving them the COVID injection, and let ivermectin come to the rescue. Let ivermectin come to the rescue, because ivermectin was ready to come to the rescue in 2020 when they wanted to push all the COVID injections. And now we have seen, and persons out there, you have seen your friends, your loved ones, you yourselves suffering as a result of taking this COVID injection. Here's an opportunity to use your ivermectin so that you don't suffer.
She recommends that the public take ivermectin for at least 5 consecutive days to mitigate potential adverse effects of the COVID-19 vaccine. Chloe Dantes, NBC Prime.